Hello, my friends. Welcome back. My name is Grace. I am a 39-year-old mom of two kids. I'm a classroom teacher, and I have been recording my GLP-1 journey here on YouTube for accountability and for support and encouragement. If you are here for the first time, I hope that you find this content helpful and resourceful. If you like what you see, consider subscribing, hit the like, and leave me a comment so that YouTube can suggest my channel to other viewers. First of all, I want to clear something up. Over the last 4 weeks, I totally mixed my weeks up. I'm not sure why I got so confused, but officially today is my week 32 weigh-in. It is Thursday, October 2nd. I'm recording this Thursday night, so by the time you see this, it'll actually be Friday morning. I would have already taken my first 10 milligram Zepbound shot. But when I started my GLP-1 journey back on February 25th, I actually weighed in at 265.4 pounds. Last week, I was at 232.4, and the weigh-in for this week is 232.2. So that's a zero point 0.2 lost pound this week. It's not a huge drop, but I am still moving in the right direction, which is down. We didn't gain, we didn't stall. So I feel really good about that progress. Now, I did track almost every single meal this week. I think what I like to personally challenge myself to is to be more consistent about tracking my food. For October, I would like to start by committing to tracking 2 days this first week, 3 days the next, 4 days the following, and the last week of October, I like to successfully track 5 days of meals that week. So my movement this week, I am incredibly proud of. I kept my daily goal of hitting at least 9,000 steps every single day. It's a huge win because not that long ago, a few weeks ago, I was doing maybe 6,000 steps daily. So I feel like I'm killing it with my movement, and I feel really good as far as energy. I want to give you a quick recap of how 7.5 milligrams of Zepbound did for me. When I started 7.5 milligrams, it was on July 13th, 2025, and I actually weighed in at 244.4 pounds. Over the last 12 weeks on this dose, I did take 7.5 for 3 whole months. I actually lost 12.2 pounds. That's an average of 1.02 pounds per week. That's crazy. It's actually my best average loss on any dose so far. So I cannot say that I hated 7.5 milligrams that much. My most common side effects on 7.5 were insomnia, cold-like symptoms the first few days after each injection, dry mouth, which kind of resolved itself, and the usual that we all have on any dose, constipation. Tonight, I'm giving my very first 10 milligrams Zepbound shot. I'm optimistic about, 10 milligrams being my therapeutic GLP-1 dose. I know higher doses don't guarantee faster weight loss, but if I can lose at least what I averaged on 7.5, I might actually get close to a 50-pound milestone by the end of the year. But with holidays and other cruises coming up, I'm not sure. So what do you guys think? Can I reach the 50 pounds by December 31st? Tell me in the comments. What would you do so that I could try to get really close to those 50 pounds? Let me know in the comments also which GLP dose gave you your best results so far. For me, it's definitely been 7.5 milligrams. If you stayed through the end of the video, I want to show you what I actually ordered from Starbucks' new protein drink menu that everyone's been talking about. So if you can, stick around for that at the end. I want to share something that happened recently that caught me by surprise. Something that really got me thinking about future conversations that I have to prepare for. We had a small family get together, just my parents, my sister, and us. And my sister, who's super pregnant right now, she's about to give me my next niece. She looked me up and down when I arrived at my parents' house, and eventually she said, "Grace, you look skinny." Now, you'd think I light up and say, "Really? Thanks. Let me tell you about it. Let me tell you what I'm doing. Let me tell you what's working." But I kind of froze. And instead, I brushed it off really quickly and I just said, "Oh, it's just the smaller clothes that I'm wearing." At that moment, it hit me. Why is it so much harder to open up about this weight loss journey with my family compared to sharing it with all of you here? Maybe it feels like too private and I worry about judgment or concern over long-term effects about the medication if, with my family. My mom especially thinks everything is out to get us, so telling her is going to be probably the most difficult part about it. So I'm curious, how do you handle it when family or close friends notice your weight loss? Uncomfortable situation and I don't entirely know how to handle it.
Hello, my GLP-1 family. How are you guys doing? Happy Monday. It is September 29th, and guess what day it is? It is Starbucks protein related drink day. I went ahead and I ordered a tall iced coffee in a grande cup with extra ice. The reason why I customized my drink in a larger cup is so that I could add the sugar-free vanilla protein cold foam, and I could request extra of it because this customization costs you $2. I wanted to make sure I didn't just get my regular serving of cold foam. I got the extra serving because I'm paying for it. So iced coffee, I got a tall but in a grande cup with extra ice and extra sugar-free vanilla protein cold foam. Obviously, I've already had more than half of it. It's delicious. What I like, calories, and you're getting at least 26 grams of protein. You don't need to add any additional sweeteners or syrups. It tastes quite yummy, but it is over $6 for this drink. It is not something I would get every day because I am on a teacher salary, and come on, like we're not there yet, So, anyways, it is yummy. It's a treat I would get once in a while. It is not as good as Dutch Bro protein lattes. Dutch Bros is the king when it comes to protein lattes, but once in a while I would treat myself if I wanted to spend $6 on a coffee.
I will be back next week with my actual week 33 update and my very first 10 milligram Zepbound weigh-in. Lots of love to all of you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.